everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ella. Thank you for joining me for this video. If you're new, please make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe. I do appreciate your support. So welcome back guys to my new video. So today I wanted to talk about Wicked. Oh my gosh, so I watched this movie just a few weeks ago, and I wanted to do a video to come on here to kind of like talk about like my reactions and my thoughts about the film. So, first off, I highly recommend this movie for anyone out there who are, into theater, who are into musicals. I think you will absolutely love this film. But also, if you're not into that, I think this film might actually convert you into that sphere. So I wanted to say that, I was quite surprised with like the movie. I wasn't exactly sure what to expect. A few years ago, I did watch the Wicked musical. I think back then I was like in high school. So, I already had like a connotation of like what the storyline was going to be like. I knew exactly what was going to happen, but the way that they did it in the film, it was just so good. I loved how they were able to kind of like just make it like their own. So I wanted to first talk about like the casting. So in terms of like the casting, I think they did a really great job, in having both like Cynthia and Ariana to play, Glenda and Alphaba, because it just suited them so well. They literally just like embody like the characters. So I quite enjoyed like their performance and their chemistry. Their on-screen chemistry was really nice. You don't often see that sometimes with movies, but with them you can definitely tell. And even when you watch like their interviews off screen, you can see that like the connection that they have is very genuine. They have like the sisterhood, like this really nice friendship going on, and that is definitely reflected in their work on screen. I love the musical numbers. Defying Gravity, it was so good. I mean, when I watched it towards like the end, when Cynthia was doing that performance, when it ended, the whole crowd in my theater, they all stand up, people were cheering, they were clapping. So it was just so nice to kind of experience that. I think, if you're thinking about waiting to like watch this like at home, I would say don't wait. I think you do need to go to the theaters to kind of like experience it yourself. Granted, I did watch it on like just like what I think it was like the second day after it released. So I think, a lot of usually that's where all like the hype fans or fan goers kind of go and see it. But I love the audience reactions and whatnot. I think one of my favorite scenes would definitely have to be like the dance, right? I felt that one, it was just done so well. There wasn't much, words or conversation that was being said, but in that moment, you just feel so many emotions. It was a bit like tearful to watch, really emotional. I felt like I was crying, and then I was kind of like looking at the people sitting around me, and then people were getting really emotional. So people were like quietly sniffing. So it was really, I felt that was just such like a powerful scene, and I was like, wow, this is like the magic of movies, right? This is why I like majored like in film when I was young, because I just love the aspect of storytelling that just really touches like your heart. It feels just like very personable. So I felt like the director, he did such a great job. Casting was great. I loved I would say every aspect of like the movie. Of course, it's not perfect, right? But for me, I really enjoyed it, and I do recommend you guys go and check it out if you haven't already. Definitely go and take a look and see for yourself to experience it. And otherwise, I think if I were to rate this movie out of, like a 10 out of 10 scale, I would probably, yeah, I would give it a 10. I would give it a 10. And yeah, so I think it was great. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for joining me today.